What's happening, sports fans? And I welcome you back to the leading high school baseball show that is filmed on, or just in the general area of Miramar. Christian Pedersen, David Ring, a.k.a. Canyon Side Cages, Tommy Morris, a.k.a. Hat Guru Especial. Show it off.
Floral hats are back. It's also
Hold that forward, just so everyone can appreciate the floral hats.
It's pleasant.
It's pleasant. I like that.
Hey, it matches the shorts too.
We're going to have to rename your fantasy team Team Floral Hats or Team Pleasant, something like that. Because we got the fantasy draft coming up later this episode. Before that, though, we have all things Lions tournament. Basically, every other sport tries to be like, oh, like we got a big tournament happening this weekend. Oh, we got a big tournament happening this weekend. And then for some reason, really randomly, right in the middle of the baseball season, baseball's like, no. We actually, though, have the biggest tournament of the entire year.
Spring break 2K19.
In the entire country.
In the country.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not being. A lot of me up here is being hyperbolic, and this is the biggest game ever for this school. No, this is actually literally the GOAT. Like, this is the biggest and best of all the high school baseball tournaments. Brings in teams from other sections, from other states.
Yep.
And basically everyone from San Diego, no matter what bracket our teams are in, winds up playing some of the toughest games of their entire year. So we got a ton of shout outs. Game balls. You have a dingers that's just Lions tournament dingers?
I got a ton of dingers.
All right, so let's do this. Let's start with the dingers. Tommy, you'll be on deck because I like to use baseball metaphors now with your Lions tournament recap. You have a hot take about a particular team that we can get to, but first, Dave, your dingers.
All right, let's get to this quick. Nick Hayes, LCC, home run against Cathedral. Fisher Pyatt, Saints. He's hot right now. Got back-to-back home runs in 2 games. Home run against Pasadena Maranatha. You're going to hear some interesting names in this tournament you probably never heard before. Drake Buffington, Vista, home run against Westlake. Noel Perez, Otay Ranch, big day at the plate, home run against Madison. They're still in my top 10. Point Loma just won their bracket in the Lions tournament. Home runs by Jeffrey Barber and Anthony Hall. This team is good. I like them a lot. Josh Tuttle, San Pasqual, home run against Broomfield. Westview beat San Marcos 6-5. Big reason. Ryan Cho, 4 RBIs and a home run. Kyle Carr, you'll see him on my, or he might be in the draft. I wish you saw him on my team. I wanted him for my DH, but 2-run dong against Bonita Vista, against, I don't have the team there. Bonita Vista.
It's a shot.
2-run dong. He's got one of the sweetest lefty swings in San Diego.
Lefty swings are prettier.
Let's see here. Isaac Almendarez, grand slam against Rockland, and Braden Ross, Tater against Cathedral. Man, it's hard to keep track of all these home runs, but
Yeah, how many words for home run did you use?
I tried to use a little less this time. Just a lot of home runs. Yeah.
Tater, dinger, dong, smack, upper decker.
I don't want it to get too boring, but the home runs are fun, man. Jeez.
Oh, you always got to keep
We got to
it.
get you a list of like 20 of them so you can keep it fresh.
Oh, I think
Yard work.
Yard work. Apo Taco.
Yeah, the list goes on.
All right, so just how about this for the rest of the show? As the two of us are trying to do the show, you just whenever you feel like pepper us with a home run word.
Pepper's a good baseball word.
Tommy, Classical Academy. I see them at the top of your list. I know that you have a hot take though about a different team. So lay us on what you saw.
Classical 4A champions, congratulations! But Torrey Pines is back. They beat Oaks Christian. They beat Eastlake. They are back. They figured it out. Look out for the Falcons.
Any other results from the Lions tournament? Any of the days collectively, just how a team did overall that you, doesn't have to be the hot take, but anything else that impressed you?
No, I mean, well, Cathedral beating Cleveland's good. La Crosse Canyon beating Silverado. I mean, just in general, the San Diego teams did very, very well in this tournament, so I'm proud of all of them, and it's going to be a good look come time when the national rankings, all that kind of stuff. It gives a little more validity. So, good job, San Diego.
Yeah, you mentioned Point Loma winning their bracket, doing it with a lot of actual power, a lot of yard work. They beat Coronado in that final game. Tri-City Christian had a big tournament in the 3A bracket. Saints had some huge wins. Yeah, Claremont had some huge. Claremont, they put on the absolute work against Vista in an impressive win that, I mean, showed a lot of offense that I didn't expect. Otay Ranch overall had a good Lions tournament outing. Helix did not win their bracket, but they had a huge win against Poway in the Lions tournament, which, I mean, why not just make everything as convoluted as possible in that top 10 to 15 type range?
I forgot to mention that at the same time they're playing this tournament, teams are getting a chance to play at Petco Park, which there was a ton of games that, if you're a San Diego ball player and you get to play at Petco Park, it's one of the coolest experiences probably of your high school career. So if you get a chance to check any of those highlights out, there's a ton of games over the last couple weeks at Petco Park.
Absolutely. And also just a general shout out to Bonita Vista and the fact that their program is so dramatically turned around from season to season and that they are out there kind of knocking heads, taking names now. Dave, before we get to our fantasy draft, you have a couple of walk-offs and a couple of game balls that I'm told you would like to shout out from the week.
Yeah, lots of games this week. So we had 3 walk-offs. Helix beat Cathedral in 11 innings. Carlos Okita, I don't know if there's a more hot hitter in San Diego than this guy. At one point in the Lions tournament, he was 9 for 9, that's pretty insane. No one does that. He had a walk-off single against Cathedral, like I said. Noah Lane was also 3 for 5 in that game, so a big shout out to you. Carlsbad beat Grossmont 1-0. Trent Lopez with the walk-off single. And Kobe Knight had to complete game 1 hit shutout. Cathedral beat Cleveland, like you said, Tommy. That was a walk-off hit by Luke Dinos. He was 3 for 4. Shout out to Cathedral. I mean, they're a really solid team. Took a little while to get things going, but they're really playing solid right now. You got Cooper Rons, just committed to Long Beach State. Congrats to you. They're going to be tough to finish the season for sure.
The Rons family, man. Good at baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Rons, Cooper Rons, everyone there is good, and I'm glad.
I said the right brother, right?
No, you said the wrong one. Jake is the one going to Long Beach.
As someone with a brother, you never get offended when they call you the wrong one. It's fine. We all get it.
That was close. Ron's going to Long Beach.
Exactly.
That's all that matters, right?
No, the only thing that matters now is you, San Diego, helping us vote. Every year, the 3 of us get together, and we like to all have ourselves a little bit of a fantasy draft, because that's basically through fantasy sports and playing MLB The Show. That's what you grow up as. Ooh, I'm going to put together my franchise. So
here, let me get my game balls out real quick.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Ethan Villalobos, Orange Glen.
Can't slow that kid down this season.
Dude, he leads the county with a 600 batting average, 27 hits. That's impressive. Nathan Brasher, Sage Creek, 460 average.
Just a bunch of bros.
Huge game ball to you, man. 23 hits this year. And San Marcos beats Scripps with a huge game by left-handed pitcher Alec Holmes. I'll just give you his lines. Complete game, 1 hit, 7 Ks in that game. And in his career, he's 7-2 with a 1.71 ERA. 52 career, this year, 7-2, 1.71, 52 Ks in the season. And his career, 23-4, 1.87 ERA. 171 Ks in his career.
Nasty. Maybe
you can count on that guy for throwing chairs.
Yeah, maybe he makes one of our squads. Speaking of throwing chairs, we'll be back next week with our King and Queen of Ks, because I wanted to take this week to highlight a player who just needs to be he'll be in the running for King of K's next week, but with our fantasy draft and so much different stuff going on, I just want to give a big shout out to Trevor Elliott from Mountain Empire, who is...
I wonder if he's on a fantasy team.
Yes, he's got a lot of Ks. Every game, 15, 16 type Ks. He did 16 against Calvary Christian last week. He's currently 3rd all-time in the San Diego section history for strikeouts.
At Mountain Empire, too.
Well, that's why you don't mess around with ground balls or anything. You just strike people out. So a huge shout out to Trevor Elliott and all that you are getting done this season, my man. We promise you will be in next week's King of K's running. We just needed a week to get this kind of stuff, and there's other stuff behind the scenes.
That draft was exhausting.
Well, the draft is always exhausting because these two spend all their time going over the stats and everything, and I just
cheated.
Well, you.
I cheated.
Well, yeah, you brought in a ringer. You brought in a full staff Like, I'm getting text messages from numbers that say that they're Tommy Morris, but they're obviously not written like
100% cheated.
Yeah, they're not written like Tommy's text messages. And then I see him tweeting that he's purged his entire scouting team just before the draft because he didn't like their
Trust
philosophy
issues.
on offense.
Trust
He had
issues.
trust issues with them. So look, Tommy is always conniving and scheming. Dave's always just like, oh, I don't need 5 pitchers. I just need a pitching machine and 4 more guys that can hit.
I need pitchers that hit dingers.
Yeah, he don't give up dingers, hit the dingers. And I'm like, guys, look, I've got some gems hidden over here. You're going to be fine. So shout out to Trevor. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I want to explain this first. All of this is done in the theme of fun, in the theme of just trying to shout out and talk about more names. None of this is meant as, we're not saying that this is first team, second team, third team. We're not saying that this is you are better than the other. We're saying just given our 3 baseball sensibilities and trying to skew older. Not all these are senior-only teams. We started with that. It was a little hard to fill the rosters out exactly how we wanted, but we try to skew older. We try to skew general. So look, if you guys have things that you disagree with us, please voice them, hit us up with them, hit us up with your alternate teams, who you think is better, who you think we're sleeping on. Just know that this is not us saying, these are the definitive best. And anyone that didn't make these teams, you can, get the hell out of here. So who wants to go first?
Of course, the guy that cheated.
I cheated.
All right, Tommy, let's do this. Your pitching staff first,
Okay.
and then your
Why
field.
don't we do all the pitching staffs, and then we'll go back into the fielders.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah. All right, so here are my pitchers. I've got
Team name.
team name is Team Sparkplug because it's a cool name. I was going to do the emojis, but
He's got a mascot.
Yeah,
there is a mascot.
pitchers from Southwest. I've got Ethan Ross. From Cathedral, I've got Shane Shake Your Telfair, hilarious nickname. Scott Anderson from Sage Creek. Jack Hyde from Grossmont. Grossmont originally founded in 1920, by the way. Found out that out yesterday. And then, as you mentioned, Trevor Elliott from Mount Empire, number 5 starter.
Alrighty, for team Just Some Bros, we got Ivran Romero, one of the King of K's.
Stud.
Yeah, because guess what? I just went and literally picked the King of K. Like, that's my squad. That's how bad the 2 of you are drafting. Second up, Josue Mirales from Southwest. From San Ysidro. I'm looking at a couple different graphics here. He was another King of K's. We got him on there. Ryan Lista from Point Loma, another King of K's. My team throws absolute chairs. Should have named them that. Team throws chairs.
Not too late to change it.
I've already said it. Yeah, fair
you
enough.
made the graphic.
Alec Holmes from San Marcos, also on my pitching staff, and another one who has won King of K's is Zach Jordan from Classical Academy. So drop that mic, walk away until I have to pick it back up when I say my fielders. But Dave, who you got?
You're going to need a strong pitching staff to face my hitters because they all hit dingers. Even my pitchers hit dingers. Derek Diamond, Ramona, he's got 6 home runs this year.
What?
Cole Colleran just hit a dong the other day.
That's a lefty on the mound, too.
Right?
That's nice.
Stephen Klensky, Sage Creek.
Okay, quick aside, he could be the best pitcher in the county this year.
His ERA is minuscule. By the way, Diamond goes to Ramona. Cole Colleran goes to CCA, for those of you that need to know. And I've got Jansen.
Clancy goes to Sage Creek.
Sage Creek. Jansen Lublin, San Pasquale I've got more change in my pocket than that guy has in his ERA. It's ridiculous. I think his ERA is probably like 10 cents, 20 cents.
I was curious, like number of pieces of change.
Yeah, I think I've got 2
We can just say that Jansen Lublin has a no-hitter this season against a team that's now in the top 10.
And Cooper Rons.
The Rons.
The right one.
Cathedral.
One of them.
One of them.
One of the Rons.
And like I said, man,
Should we just do Cooper / Jake Rons? just so that you can.
Rons.
He sneaks another kid onto the team.
Dave's gonna. If we did a real game, Dave would cheat and have them both there, and then just like switch their uniforms around.
Well, no, I will give you props, Dave. This is the first season where you have not gone like 11 or 12 deep on your top
dude,
10.
I'm so tempted. So tempted, but you guys gave me so much for that.
All right, so let's snake it back. You did last on the pitching. You can go first on the hitting.
All right. Like I said, the criteria to make this team.
Yeah, and let's go pitcher, infield, outfield, unless you already have your batting order in your brain.
I don't have my batting order, but catching, I got Sammy Lopez, San Ysidro. He's thrown out 8 runners this year. Very
Huge.
solid behind the plate. Miles Cook, RB, hits a lot of dingers.
At first base, Miles Cook.
Miles Cook, Jordan Thompson. I got him at second base. He goes to Helix, LSU commit. Keone Cavaco, he's my third baseman. Probably going to hit fourth for me no matter what. Look for him in the MLB draft this year. Possibly one of the highest drafted San Diego players. Thomas Segizzi, props to him this year, having an enormous year. Shortstop for me, he goes to Carlsbad. Hunter Ochin, tons of RBIs this year, almost 24 RBIs on the season. Point Loma guy, Luke Reese, this guy mashes home runs, he plays Sarah. He's one of my outfielders also, along with Hunter. And Steven Thompson's got 4 home runs for Mira Mesa. He's hitting really well also. DHing, Andres Contreras. From what I hear, I haven't got a chance to see a bunch of this guy's swings, but Olympian hitter. He doesn't miss barrels.
You can see him on our Sunday swings almost every Sunday, which thank you everyone for chipping in and making that kind of happen a little bit. But yeah, he just sits dead center and makes everything look like it's dead
barrels
red.
For days. It's crazy.
Alrighty. Team Just Some Bros leading off and playing third base, Cole Roberts. Because I mean,
put him at third.
Well, I got nothing but shortstops in my infield. Batting second, playing second is Trent Lopez from Carlsbad. Batting third is my designated hitter Kevin Sim from Torrey Pines.
Tanks.
Yeah. Winner, CIF Open Division champ winner Tanks. Batting fourth is my center fielder Smack Bingham. He does everything for the team. He drags the infield.
He a football player?
He drags the infield after the game. Batting fifth in right field, Colin Ruthenberg from University City. Batting sixth at shortstop, we got Elijah Jackson. Batting seventh at first base is Austin Machado from LCC. Batting seventh in left field is Eric Smelko from Helix, or batting eighth in left field is Eric Smelko from Helix, and batting ninth is Garrett Taylor, a.k.a. Mr. Les Mis himself, choir boy, good singer, hits walk-off knocks. He is my catcher.
And that's one of the walk-offs that we missed, actually.
No. Right? That's one of the walk-offs that I got.
Yeah, but we forgot to say it on the show also. You get him double.
This is still the show?
Double love.
No, I'm not letting you steal my. I don't know why I'm showing Tommy the graphic of his team. Tommy, you're an adult and you have a phone.
I have my team. Yeah.
All right, so Team Sparkplug, what does the offense look like?
All right, I'm going to do it just in order of position, so I'll go catcher and then around the infield. So Michael Campagna from Parker is my catcher. First baseman is Billy Tellius. Lots of home runs for Billy this year from Steel Canyon.
That's where you cheated right there.
100% cheated.
To be on my team.
I know. Bryson Hashimoto is my second baseman from SFC, who is actually, he should technically be on your team because they're just a bunch of bros over at SFC.
Dude, everybody in that area is a bunch of bros.
Third baseman, Zay Pena, give him a shout out. I know he took one to the face.
I'm sorry, what was the exact one?
I wore a good one to the face.
Zay, wishing you a speedy recovery. Yeah, I mean, kid is way tougher than me.
I can show you the picture, but.
Hey, Zay, good kid. Wishing the best. Emilio Luna is my shortstop. He was one of my favorite players last year. He's a triples machine. Had to put him on the team. Going back to the outfield now. Adam Lovato is my left fielder.
The quathlete.
Yes. DiMaggio Cazares. Best name in baseball is my center fielder, Caden Katnick from San Marcos. Oh, yeah, I should say the school names, huh? Lovato from Madison, Cazares from Bonita Vista, Katnick from San Marcos. And my DH is Riley Carter from LCC.
So here's what we need now from you guys. Go online to SD Prep Insider on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and vote. You like for it, you retweet for it. You can comment and tag your friends, screenshot it. But the team with the most votes obviously wins, but we'll get them in studio to host the show for a day as best as we can coordinate everyone's schedules on that. And
I've been keeping track of the results year to year, and no one is in favor, really. It's pretty even right now.
I won every time.
No, you haven't.
I definitely won last year.
Every year.
No, you're thinking about
cheater.
No, you're thinking about football. You crushed us at football.
Yeah, I cheated in that.
Destroyed football.
People always vote for Dinger, so I know I've won a few times for sure.
You won the first year.
Yeah.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Pretty sure I won the second year, based off of the Helix vote. because I loaded up
You
on
guys
Helix.
decide, this is the wild card now because we've split almost every year. So
It's been close. Let's just say that.
I'm open for the Mountain Empire vote this year. I think Trevor, hook me up, man.
Trevor Elliott, man. Look, okay, so we'll be back next week with basically the standard amount of professionalism
You
and
know that I won. The
slapjack.
thing that I cheated at.
As long as we have a show next week, we'll be back. Same time, same place. Go to Candy Inside Cages. Check them out. Come in here. Learn how to hit. Every time we come back, there's more and more improvements being done here. Dave has made an amazing place out of this. And
I saw the rising star in the class of, 2034?
you saw my youngest 2-year-old taking her first hacks today. Oh yeah. It's pretty.
She was hitting right hand, left hand.
She's on Team Dinger already.
jack shots, man. All right. We'll see you next week, sports fans.